killed your dog. Isabella's spaniel, Fanny, brown and white. Loved her, followed her everywhere. I took it from the hook by the kitchen door while she slept, and I knotted a handkerchief around its throat, and I hung it from the back gate and I watched it kick. Took about 4 minutes. Seemed longer. I stood there in the cold with my hands in my pockets and I watched this little dog strangled to death and I felt, Kathy, this is important. I felt nothing. Not pleasure, not guilt, nothing. Like watching a candle go out. That's who's standing at your grave tonight. Not the boy from the moors, not the orphan, not the romantic hero the girls in the village have turned me into because it makes a better story than the truth. Me. The version of me that exists because you died. The one who strangles dogs and smiles. The one who took your sister-in-law and turned her into something you wouldn't recognize. The one who has destroyed 2 families and a household of servants and a generation of children and felt less about it than I felt about that dog. Which is to say nothing. Nothing at all. I need you to know this. Before I open this box, I need you to know exactly what you made when you left me. Because I don't want you surprised. I don't want you looking at me like I'm something I'm not. Everyone else does that. Everyone else looks at me and sees a man. I need one person, just one, to look at me and see the thing I actually am. And you're the only one I trust to do it. Because you always did. Even when it frightened you, even when you chose Edgar because the thing you saw in me frightened you so badly, you ran to the nearest warm room and locked the door. Isabella. You want to hear about Isabella? I know you do. I know you're down here listening. And I know the question you'd ask if you could ask it. You'd ask, did you hurt her? And I'd say, yes. And you'd ask how? And I'd say, I married her because she looked at me the way you used to. Same eyes, Linton eyes. Soft, trusting, stupid with hope. And I thought, if I can take that look and kill it, slowly, carefully, the way you kill something you want to study, then maybe I'll understand why it hurts so much when it's gone. So that's what I did. I brought her to the heights. I locked the doors, not with keys, with something worse, with the understanding that there was nowhere to go, that the world outside didn't want her anymore because she'd chosen me, and choosing me was a stain that didn't wash out. I didn't hit her. I want that on the record. Not once. That would have given her something to point to, something to show a magistrate. I did something worse. I made the world so small that she forgot there was anything outside it. I spoke to her the way you speak to furniture. I answered her questions with silence. I ate across from her every night and looked through her like she was glass. And when she cried, and she cried every night, Kathy, I could hear it through the floor. I lay in my bed and I stared at the ceiling and I thought about you, about your mouth, about the way your hair moved in the wind, about the last time I saw you alive and the look on your face when you... She ran in February, barefoot, pregnant with my child. Ran across the moors in frost so thick it broke the grass. And I stood in the doorway of my house, your father's house, my house now. I own everything your family ever had. And I watched her run and I thought, there goes the last person on earth who was stupid enough to love me. And I closed the door. And I climbed the stairs. And I went to your room and I... I got into your bed. Your childhood bed. The sheets were 18 years old and they still smelled like... I don't know how. I don't know why. The whole room was dust and rot and your sheets still smelled like heather and rain and the soap Nelly made from tallow. And I lay there with my face in your pillow and I said your name over and over until it stopped being a word and it became just a sound. A vibration in my chest. The sound of a man who has burned down every good thing within reach because he cannot reach the one good thing he actually wants. Hindley, dead. I bought his debts, all of them, every IOU and every gambling note and every mortgage on the Heights. And then I poured him whiskey every night and I watched his liver do what my hands wanted it to. Took 3 years. That's patience, Kathy. That's the kind of patience only hate can teach you. Love is impatient, love is desperate, love is the thing that makes you dig up a grave at 2 a.m. Hate is the thing that lets you sit across a table from a man for 3 years and smile and pour and wait. Edgar, your husband, dead of grief, they say. I like that. I like that he died because you died. It means at least one other person on this earth understood what losing you actually costs. The difference is he let it kill him. I refused. I refuse to die because dying would mean I couldn't come here, couldn't do this, couldn't stand in this hole at 2 in the morning and talk to you. Dying would be a mercy, and I don't deserve mercy, and I don't want it. Mercy is for people who have done less than I have done. Your daughter, young Kathy, lives in my house, has your eyes, has your mouth, has the exact same way of looking at me, like she's measuring how much of what I say is true. I can barely look at her, Kathy. She walks into a room and I see you at 15 and my chest closes up like a fist and I have to leave. I have to go outside and stand in the cold until I can breathe again. She thinks I hate her. Everyone thinks I hate everyone. The truth is worse than hate. The truth is that I feel nothing for anyone except you, and you have been dead for 6,570 days, and I have counted every single one. There you are. There you are. I can feel you through the wood. I know that sounds mad. I know how it sounds. But I can feel you. The same way I can always feel you. In a room. Across a field from a mile away on the moors. Some part of me is tuned to whatever frequency you operate on, and even now, even 18 years underground, even dead, even gone, you're still broadcasting, and I'm still receiving. I should have been here when they put you in this box. I should have been here. I should have thrown Edgar out of the way and I should have climbed in with you and they should have had to nail the lid down on both of us. That's how this should have ended. Not 18 years apart. Not you in the ground and me above it. Going slowly, precisely, catastrophically insane. Together, in the dark, that's how it should have been. I kissed you the last time at that branch. You were dying and neither of us knew it, and I kissed you the way you kiss someone when you think there are infinite kisses left. Quick, sloppy, like spending money you haven't counted. If I'd known that was the last time my mouth would touch your mouth. Kathy, if I had known, I would have kissed you until my lungs collapsed. I would have crawled inside that kiss and bricked up the entrance and lived there forever. I would have... Не brini, Kathy. Не brini, любови моя. I'm coming. Almost there. One more, and I... Oh, yeah. You smell like the moors. 18 years underground, and you smell like heather and rain and the cold, clean air from the top field. How? How do you still? You still smell like you. I'm holding you, and you smell like you, and your hair is still dark, and I can feel your bones through the dress. And you're still the shape I remember. You're still the shape my arms were built to hold. Every other body I have ever held had been the wrong shape, too short, too tall, too soft, too warm. This is the shape. You are the shape. You were always the shape. Nebrini, Lubavi, I'm here. I'm not leaving this coffin. They will have to drag me out, and I will fight them, and I will come back every night. Every night until I'm in my own box next to yours with the panel removed and the earth filling the space between us and my bones dissolving into your bones and my dust mixing with your dust until your God can sort this out. That's my afterlife, Kathy. That's my church. This box. This ground. You. Whatever our souls are made of, yours and mine are the same. I'm here to prove it.